Alright everybody, hi, my name's Leon LeClaire. I'm a fantasy / comic book artist, and today I'm going to be showing you the pens, brushes, even some of the pencils I used to even pencil this sketch of Batman. Yeah, here's the original sketch I did, and before I made an actual full splash page on comic book paper. So yeah, this sketch didn't take me that long. I usually don't get too detailed like this in my sketches, but I really haven't done many Batman drawings, and I really want to get this one nailed down. So this is this has been a lot of fun for me. So here's a sketch. Now here's the actual page. All right, so yeah, I don't know if you all can see all of that, but alright, there you go. And got a whole bunch of buildings in there, skyscrapers and all that good stuff, and then of course Batman on a gargoyle on the edge of a building. Sorry about it, I already started inking. I thought I was recording, so let's start. Okay, for utensils, for drawing tools and stuff, I use a mechanical pencil. 05 is what I prefer. I got a couple different erasers. I got my knead eraser. Love this thing. That's awesome, especially for lightning stuff. I got just a regular extended eraser, and then I got a fine eraser right here, electric one. Love this thing. It's Conor. It is great, especially if you want to get into small little areas on your drawing and get rid of stuff. Alright, and then of course my big block eraser. Alright, for my pens and stuff, I will be using my Tombos. I just started using these not too long ago. I love them. They're amazing. Hard tips. They are great pens. To each their own, of course. Try what you like, and I fell in love with these. These pens are great. Also, for some finer detail here and there, I use some microns. I use 01s, 02s, and 03s. And yeah, when I do larger pieces, I actually get up to the 05s. So 01s are really good. I love them, and I really like the 03s because heavier line weights sometimes. They're good too. These do have a tendency, if you hold them on your page a little bit, they will bleed out, so be careful of that. Not all the time. Okay, on to my brushes. Alright, this is a newer brush that I use. It's for heavy blocking in. I started with this right here. You squeeze it and it brings out all the ink you need. Fell in love with this. This is I'd say number 3 on my list of what I use. This is amazing. I don't have to refill it. You can if you want. I don't. I just go buy them now, and I don't even have to worry about dipping a brush into ink and getting messy all over my page. And then, of course, I have this brush by Micron. Lets me get into smaller areas if I want. So there you have it. And then, yes, I'd keep redoing my pages if I did not have this. I was using a different one, and then found out some of my friends use this Posca white. I use as a whiteout. It's amazing. It's paint marker. I love it. It covers up great, just as long as you give it time to dry. You don't need to worry about it. The other ones I used got messy and it was hard. You'd have to put many layers over it. One layer to cover up some ink. It is great, let me tell you. So let's get started. So I'll go in with my wonderful brush. And of course, I always make sure I have plenty of paper around here. But also, on that note, I also do a test run. So, because these, you push out the ink and you gotta make sure you got the right amount. Oh, see, newer ones actually, they just blot out sometimes. So you gotta be careful about that. You gotta make sure you get the right amount and right pressure. So these can be a little difficult, but I love it. So let's get started. So yeah, I just go in here. I'm just filling it in, and yeah. Hope you all learn something off this or just like it. Reason why I stopped using a brush with ink is because my time management, now that I'm doing this full time as my job, number one, it's gotta clean the brushes, you gotta, you know, clean out your ink trays and everything, and also it takes time to do all that. And with this, I can just go in here right away and just block in everything I need, to the point where I just go in with my pens and start. I used to do everything by brush, but even the small fine lines, I mean, it took me, you know, a long time to actually learn that. But like I said, time management is big when you're working for yourself. And yeah, so I find the hardest thing for me is my time management when I'm doing stuff, especially art and cooking. I love cooking, but with everything else going on in my life, yeah, wow, these brushes make my life easier. And for as long as they have them out to be purchased, I will keep buying them. You can count on that. So, yeah, I'm just gonna hopefully hurry up and block this all in. See, I'm leaving, I don't go all the way up against my edges, just because if the brush does bleed a little bit, I'll go in with a pen sharpen it up. Because I just don't want to go back over it. And yeah, so like some things like the cape, oh man, depends on your comfortability of the tools that you use, and I just started using these not too long ago, so I'm still learning it. It acts like a brush still, but the thickness of it is not, and the feel of it, because you need to squeeze the tube to get ink down there, it's a lot different than a brush. So I am still in the process of working out on how to use these. So as you watch me, if I do mess up, I'm still in the process of learning it. So there you have it. But these are an amazing utensil. I mean, I will keep, like I said, I'll keep using these until they stop production of them. So let's take this tape off. Oh, because I like turning my drawings around. So when I'm inking and everything. So, and of course, the city background is a 1-point perspective. Gotham, Batman City. So, yeah. Sorry about that. I had to move some stuff. All right. You see the clean area of my table, not the messy part. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, I always move my page around so I get the, you know, some people are comfortable doing lines this way. Some people are comfortable doing them both ways. Me, I like going away from myself. It's just a lot easier. I get a cleaner line. So, yeah. And also, my drawing is fairly simplified. When I ink a drawing, if I do a pencil page, I mean, it really doesn't matter. But when I ink one, usually 99% of the time, I will not put the fine shading lines in yet until I got the whole thing inked, and then I'll go in, I'll use my eraser and erase all the pencils that are left over, and then I'll go back in and also shade in with my pens the shadowed areas. So yeah, so that's why this drawing has no line work in it at the moment as far as for shading, is because I'll be going back in, you will see it later, with me putting in the line work. It makes it a lot easier, and also a lot less messy. When you're inking a page, your hands are always moving. The more pencil you have on a page, the more smearing you get. So yeah, I like clean work, and it's hard to keep your pages nice and clean when you're moving your hands around and you got all that shading. Plus, all your shading, with moving all this around, if you have your shading on, smears, and your lines aren't as fine when you get to them. Some of them might even disappear, I've known, because I try not to do heavy line work on pages, because just makes indents on your page. So I do have a heavy hand when I draw a lot of times, and I've been working on that, and pretty much got it down lately so I don't make creases in my page. See, now I'm going against the grain of what I usually do. Yeah, but so it's just all about preference when you do stuff like this, for the most part. Another thing I gotta get used to is talking, because usually I have music in the background. I don't talk much. I don't talk at all unless I'm in the room with somebody drawing, which it's been a while since that. Usually confined to myself doing artwork lately. So, yeah, there is that. It's just, I don't know if you can see me up here. Yes, you can. Okay, I had to double check. All right, so. Okay. There we go. All right, so, yeah, just trying to block in the major parts right now. I know it might be a little boring for you all, and I have to keep checking the camera to make sure I'm on camera with moving my page. Sorry it's taking longer than usual, but this is all new to me. So hopefully you all just put up with this and put up with me. Yeah, it's a new learning experience for me, doing an art video. So hope you all enjoy it. And I'll crispen all this up with a pen here after I block in everything. I just want to get the major shadows cast in. It's makes things a lot easier. I know I'm still using this big brush, which, yeah, there are going to be severe consequences, but I do figure it is worth the risk sometimes, because I've been running behind on artwork lately with everything else I've had to do. And, yeah. Been traveling a lot in the state, so I had to take my art pad with me, and that means I'm not at my table to do finished art. So there was that, and a few other things going on, but all's good. I'm at the table today, so things do work out for the betterment in life. No matter what situation you are in, stay positive and keep going forward. Keep the determination up, and you know, no matter what situation you're in, don't let other people's Don't let other people determine the mood that you are going to be in for that moment, that day. It's up to you. You control your own. So I look at the positive side. I got to take my, with what everything going on, I'm doing artwork wherever I can, and making the best of every situation. And right now I'm at my desk and I'm drawing and making a video for art. Never thought I'd be doing this. It's the way, and it's strange how life works out, And yeah, that got close. But it's in my line work, so yeah. So, yeah. My biggest thing is if you're an artist that wants to do this as a living, a little advice here. Draw every day. Draw every day. That's the biggest thing. Draw every day. You cannot not draw or take a day off. I mean, yesterday I didn't even take a day off. I drew. I draw on my days off when I don't work out. It's just